everyone. I am Shiloh, better known online as Karish Valendar, and welcome to FlossTube number 8. I didn't get a lot of stitching done this week, mostly because I somehow, probably through cross stitching, sprained my left wrist. So it kind of hurts to do cross stitching with. I'm going to have to look into getting some of those compression gloves. So I don't have a whole lot to show for it this week. And maybe next week I might not have any. We'll see. But I do have a finish, and it is really close to being a FFO, a fully finished object. So this is Hugs and Kisses and Candy Wishes by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And this is done on Whimsy by Picture This Plus, which is kind of a purple. See if I can get the color to show up better. Well, that's a little better. And this is 16 count, which this is part of the seasonal sayings that I'm doing. And I didn't realize when I bought this that I'd actually been doing the one that I had finished last year. I actually did that on 16 count, or no, 14 count, sorry. So this one's a little bit smaller than what I was doing. And also you see this, you see that mark up at the top here? I'm a little frustrated because that is actually wood stain from my frame that I bought for it. And I'll show you how I'm going to display these now that I have one. This one is on the adhesive board already. You can kind of see that, but I haven't. I'm going to cut all this excess off, and most of it, and then I'll Mod Podge some of the excess to the back of it to keep it really secure. But I just didn't have time to do that before I needed to record. So this, I bought this from Michael's a couple of months ago. This was $1, and originally is this pine color. It's probably balsa wood. Comes with a little peggy thing to stand it on. But it's just a clipboard, and I actually stained it with red mahogany gel wood stain, and I finished it in shellac. And I really like the color of it. It's kind of showing up a little purpley on the camera, but it's more reddish. So I didn't realize that some of the stain had gotten inside the clip and didn't dry, even though it's been out there for like 3 days, because it's on metal. So when I clipped this in to look at it, it kind of got onto my piece. But fortunately, it's up on the top where the clip is going to cover it, so not too worried. So this is kind of how they're going to look displayed. And since it's just a clipboard, I can switch them out every month. So I got this idea from somebody over on the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Stitch Along group over on Facebook. I don't remember who it is. If it's you, thank you so much for the idea. It's really cool. I made one of these for my mom too for Christmas. So she has one of these. And I asked her if she wanted me to do the rest of the seasonal sayings for her. And she seems kind of intrigued by the idea. So I might go back and be doing doubles of these. I don't know if I'll show those in videos when I do them, but I might, just to show you I was working. So I think this is cute. Like I said, this was a little bit smaller than the one I did previously, the gobble till you wobble, yeah, one. So I'm gonna just have to remember to do them on 14 count. Like, although 16 count isn't bad, it's just a little bit smaller. So that was my finish, my first finish of 2020. Yay! And it's almost done too. It shouldn't take me too long to finish that up. Now to my whips. I have my Ravenclaw banner, which is part of the Letters from Hogwarts Stitch Along. I'm trying to show him. There we go. So I got a lot more of the stripes done. And I have a miscount somewhere, and I don't know where, and I'm just going with the flow on it. So, yeah, there's that one. Not much to say. I've been gushing about that one. The next, I'm hoping to get the banner done before the next pattern drops March 1st. But I don't know. With my wrist hurting, I don't know how much. All right, so this is, and the only other one that I worked on that I can remember working on is this one. This is from Map of Hawk Run Hollow, and this is on that tea-dyed fabric that I did. And I really like how it's looking very Halloween-y right now, just because it's a lot of oranges and blacks and grays. But I like the little dogs and the little cats. They're cute. Try to turn this. Boop, there we go. So that, I think that's all I really worked on this week. I just didn't have a lot of stitching time. We had some things that we needed to do around the house and with kids and other stuff that just kind of got in the way of that. Um, and then hurting my wrist didn't help. So if you guys have any suggestions, because here we'll talk about it for a bit. It hurts like right here on the outside, and I definitely can feel like a tendon or a muscle when I push it. Right there, it hurts. And it started hurting a couple of days ago, and then this morning when I woke up, it was worse. I could feel the pain go all the way down to my elbow. So I'm pretty sure it's a strain, or yeah, it's probably a strain. Yeah, right there, right there. It hurts. I'm pretty sure it's a strain because this is the hand, because I do everything in hoops, obviously, and I don't have stands, so I just sit there and hold them like this, and I guess I go back and forth maybe. So just that repetitive motion, I'm pretty sure has caused a strain. So I'm going to be looking into compression gloves. If you guys have any other ideas other than stands, because I don't think, and probably down the line, I'll have to get stands. But when I have young kids running around the house like crazy, and I have, I tend to move around a lot between different areas when I stitch. Sometimes I'll stitch in the bedroom. Sometimes I'll stitch on like two different parts of the couch. So just having a huge stand that I have to cart around with me isn't very feasible at this point in time. Um, but I don't know. Is there anything other than compression gloves that you guys have found that helps with that? Um, or, maybe I do need to get one of those sitting stands at some point. I don't know. I'd love to hear your opinions about it. Let me know. Messages, comments, whatever. I'll take any advice. um, but yeah, that was kind of my week, and I don't know what next week is going to look like. Unless because I'm really trying to rest this. I've not stitched for the past day, which is really hard because I have a lot of business stitching I need to catch up on. I have my first show coming up. Um, I don't know if it's at the end of February or the beginning of March, one of those. So I really have a lot that I need to get done. It's the beginning of March. It's the first weekend of March. But I can't do that if my wrist hurts really bad, and I don't want to overwork it. So, oh well. So I might not have a lot of personal stitching done the next couple of weeks because I'll be working on those. Will be doing Hawk Run Hollow Thursdays, which is done, which is kind of sponsored, I guess, by the What You Stitching group over on Facebook. So it's a challenge group, but it's kind of a pick your own challenge, and there's no specific number of stitches you have to do. It's just kind of like, hey, a group of us are going to be working on Hawk Run Hollow stuff on Thursdays, or there's Super Mario Brothers Sundays, or I think they also have sampler Sundays too. So it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing everyone else's pictures, and it's not as strenuous as some of the other groups like Magical Stitches, which I'm still doing. I haven't done as much this week because some of the prompts I just couldn't get into as much. Like one of them was a project with beads. I don't know if I have anything that requires beads. So, and I wasn't going to do in start. I wasn't going to dig through my huge whip box for that. So that's kind of my philosophy this year with Magical Stitches is if I could get my whips that are in rotation right now to fit the prompts, then great. If I can't, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to strain myself over it too much because, right now I'm currently really obsessed with the Hawk Run Hollow. I really, like how it's turning out. And I did manage to get that to work for a prompt or two. And of course, the letters from Hogwarts. But I have some other stuff that I need to finish up. I need to start. I need to do a new start. Since it is now February, I need to get started on the March seasonal sampler, which is Luck and Clover. But I have misplaced my fabric that I had picked out for it. So I am in the process of currently cleaning up my room and my crafting area. So hopefully I'll come across it because it's not where I thought I stuck it. which is the worst. So that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, I do try to upload a new video every Saturday. I do put out bonus videos occasionally, usually like my last one was Adventures in Tea Dyeing. I tea dyed fabric for the first time. So I sometimes will do bonuses like that throughout the week, but I try to do a floss tube vlogging, sit down and chat, show you my whips video every Saturday. So if that sounds cool to you, click that subscribe button down below, ring the bell so you get notifications of when I get new videos. And remember, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. And let me know if you have any ideas for the whole wrist thing down in the comments. I would love to hear them. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!